What's up? That was probably a little loud. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in to our Saturday show. Saturdays tend to be, I guess, a little harder for some people to make it to. That's cool. That's fine. You know, you do you, boo. So, loads of technical issues this morning. Kind of a headache. I thought I bricked my PC, actually, for a few minutes. Luckily, I was able to get Asus on the phone and speak to somebody that kind of pointed me in the direction to at least work around some of the issues that I'm having. But for the most part, I think I got it worked out with the exception of the overclock. I can't manually overclock my system for some reason. Something has been enabled that is keeping it grayed out. The CPU ratio, which is what I would overclock by. I wasn't really pushing the system too hard. My silicon and cooling solutions are good enough to handle a solid 4.2 gigahertz. Right now, we've overclocked to 4 through some of the default settings and got the memory back up to where it was. But holy shit. Slightly worried that I bricked my motherboard. Reason being is Exiled Muse is finally upgrading her PC. She has been using an 8150 AMD FX for the past couple of years, which was my old system. For the most part, my old system. And you know, it was pretty much my old system. So, she's needed to go ahead and step up to the next platform and get some newer technology. She's now able to do that, and the way that it's going is she's going to get my 2700X out of this system, and we've got her motherboard and RAM on the way, and then we've got a 3900 coming up for me. So because we've got the 3900 on the way up, I needed to update to a newer BIOS. Hence the start of the can of worms. Why is it in my life, it seems that almost every project I get into ends up being a can of worms? It's either something that I need to learn an entirely new skill set, or it's a subject matter that I know zero about. So it just seems like everything that I'm getting into nowadays, you know, it has been just, oh wow, this is going to be a lot more complicated than we first anticipated. But for the most part, I've come out on top. Like recently, there was, and we're still kind of dealing with this, right? So we've got the arcade cabinet with the MV1FZ motherboard connected. We've also got a Unibios installed on it, and actually the Unibios installation from my MV1C, thanks to the NeoBIOS Masta, whatever, however it's pronounced, is very simple. But normally, in order to modify an MV1C with a Unibios, it requires a stupid amount of soldering. Even still, with the NeoBIOS Masta, what's up, AVN? Is that what? Is that what? The sexiest boy alive? No, absolutely not. You are mistaken, good sir. So the MV1 FZ that's in the cabinet that's running right now, that one is a socketed BIOS. So literally you get a BIOS and you pull out, this is the stock BIOS, right? So I pulled out the stock BIOS and then I put in the Unibios 4.0 and boom, done, mod finished. Easiest arcade mod I've ever done. Now, that's what's up and running. So we have, oh, sorry, didn't mean to hit you. We have the MV1C here. This is with the Unibios attached via the NeoBIOS Master. I have lifted the appropriate pins and shorted them out. Like you have to run a wire from like pin 12 to pin 21 or something like that, or pin 10 to 21. I forget what the number. Oh, here it is. You can see it. You need to actually like short these pins out here to disable the normal BIOS. And with this board, I was getting a backup RAM error. Thankfully, the UniBIOS actually bypasses the backup RAM, basically converting this into an AVS with an MVS connector. So this is the arcade board that we're going to be consoleizing. The consolizer kit will arrive on Monday. I think that from what I haven't done a whole lot, I haven't had the time to do a whole lot more research into like adding the 470 ohm resistor to the C-Sync line, or the sync line, with the jumper and stuff on the kit in order to make it more of a normal VGA signal. But we've got a cheap VGA to S-video converter. Hopefully it's lagless. I don't know if it's going to be. We're going to find out one way or another. But it's going to be an experiment. It's always an experiment. So yeah, this is the board we're going to be consoleizing. A bunch of new shit to tackle with this, like surface mount capacitors, stuff that I've never done before. But if you're careful and you go slow and you pay attention and you have some soldering skills, you can do it. At least I think I can do it. So that'll be exciting once we get that modified with the new video system, or video converter. Then I will be able to stream Neo Geo games. Oh yes, on hardware. That's what I'm talking about. So super excited about that. Probably a little bit more excited than most of the viewers out there. I'm a huge Neo Geo fan. It was always kind of like a pipe dream growing up because of how expensive the games and the systems and stuff were. So to have like a consoleized thing that I can sit and play with the controller, I'm fucking amped about. I mean, having the arcade's one thing. I mean, that's dope, don't get me wrong. But this is a whole nother level. Even though, honestly, the UniBIOS changes everything. And one of the cool things about the MV1 FZ arcade board, and one of these days I'll pull it out, is it actually already has Neo Geo controller ports on there. It's got a switch on it to allow it to go from mono to stereo output. It's a more fully featured board. It has headphones and volume sliders, as opposed to just like, this is just a potentiometer that you turn in order to turn up and down the volume on the board itself. So yeah, it's exciting time for us Neo Geo lovers. But today, oh, by the way, Muse's birthday is coming up. This coming Wednesday. So that's one of the reasons why I'm doing, and had some of the technical difficulties that I'm having now. And that's because I'm prepping my system for the new CPU so that the transition to her new CPU did, like, it's just going to be that much smoother. But yeah, super stoked. Her new computer is going to kind of like be part of her birthday thing. Her birthday's this coming Wednesday. So if you are a member of the Discord, please be sure to reach out and wish her a happy birthday this coming Wednesday. She is still sleeping. Got to get that rest in. However, today we're doing Dogo+Ninja. Time with some Shadow Dancer. I was trying to get Woody to play this game. Since he's playing off of the Mister anyways, I mean, he's got access to basically the entire library of whatever core he's got there. So, trying to recommend some good games that I think he might actually enjoy. I think he's constantly thinks that I'm trying to troll him, which is not the case. I'm not much of a person to, like, if something's bad and I want you to play it, I will tell you this is so bad, you need to play it. I won't tell you something's good so that you'll play a bad game. That's just disingenuous, and I don't ever really want to be disingenuous. We do need to connect the video, the HD Retrovision cables back into the JVC XI, as well as update, now playing and stuff like that. But we'll do that when we switch scenes. For the time being, I'm going to switch the cables over, get everything powered up. We're going to go ahead and transition into some gameplay. The coffee is almost gone. Guys, I hope you made it through the week. It was a tough week for me. Some pretty low points. And some high points too. So we made it though. And here we are on the weekend. And take a deep breath. Prepare for next week. Rest while you can. If you're able, See, I know that right there. That Samurai Showdown 1, the first Samurai Showdown, I hear that the drums, and then that flute kick in, and it's like, I don't even have to turn around. I already know what game is on. I love that attract mode. There's a bunch of games that have some pretty weird titles. You don't really know what kind of game it would be. And based on the title alone, you may not play it, but with that Unibios, it allows for an attract mode that shows all of the games that are available, right? And it just kind of randomly cycles through it. And it also takes that 161 in one cart and removes a lot of the repetitive hacks and stuff from the list, and it takes the game list down from 161 titles down to 98. And I actually have one MVS cartridge that is not on there that people complain about not being on there. That's the Windjammers. That's a good game. But the other two MVS cartridges that I actually have are already on the multi-cart, so yeah, there's that. Before we actually get started on the gameplay though, got to get the cables switched over, finish the coffee, take a quick potty break, and then we'll get started. Do it right? Did we do it right? It's on. Are we getting... Yep, we did it. We did it right. Awesome. So... one of my favorite games. Honestly, one of my favorite games on the system. Super excited about playing this. We almost beat it. Last time we put this in, we got to the last boss. Sloppily. Obviously. Been a very long time since I've played it. But I think this is within our wheelhouse. All right, guys, coffee's done. I'm gonna take that quick potty break before we jump into some gameplay, so that my eyeballs aren't swimming. And I will see you right after these brief messages. Okay. All right, here we are. Here we are with some Shadow Dancer on the JVC XI. Let us go ahead and update what we're playing, because this is not on the Sega Saturn. Though it's still Sega, not quite on the Saturn. Now playing. So it's interesting because with the updated BIOS and stuff like that, I had all kinds of problems with like certain licenses and stuff like that that are on my computer. It's now, oh, this is a new device, you need to activate. And I'm like, what the fuck? All kinds of issues this morning. But here we are. I wasn't even sure if I was going to be able to go live, to be perfectly honest. You can move. There we go. Okay, so this is a fantastic game. Normal. We want attack, jump, and then ninjutsu. Yeah, type 3. Here we go. Let's hope for the best. Let's hope for the best. Mentally, I'm kind of prepared for the worst. Just saying. Game's super easy to pick up. Doesn't have a whole lot of complicated mechanics or anything like that. This is going to come up, right? No? So you can hold the attack, right? Send in the doggo. The objective here in each level is to rescue each hostage, right? I don't know why everybody's a freaking hostage in this. Here's the last. Okay, And it's like you can almost guarantee it. There's going to be one last thing on each level that is going to try to get that super cheat hit on you. It just almost guaranteed. All right, now there's going to be shit falling from the top. You need to watch out for it. A little jump kick. Right here. Like that. And isn't there... I think there was something... No. Okay. It's weird. Even though you're like right there, if you're not pressing up, you're not actually going to make the transition. Shit. Also, in case you weren't aware, the game is one hit, you're dead. So it's a bit of a challenge as far as that's concerned. We've already got the hostages here. Wait, though, I wonder if I'm remembering like a power-up after you get the hostage? Nope. Okay, I guess tripping. Guess I'm tripping. But when I was playing this, oh god, my eye itches. When I was playing this, growing up, I had an NES. And a friend of the family would bring over the Genesis. Maybe it's here. I thought there was something that, like, if you jumped up at the right point, you got a bonus. A bonus! See, there's the last thing on that level. Unfortunately, we don't have the power up. We didn't use the magic, which is fine. The ninjutsu. Boss time! Wow. That's actually like I've never done it so easily. That's the easiest I've ever breezed through that boss. Okay, bonus stage. Bonus stage is easy. Stay on the left-hand side and mash. Not very good at mashing, as you can tell. That's like one of my least developed gamer, quote-unquote gamer skills, is mashing. Almost done. Oh, are we done? I think we're done. Did we get them all? We did. Sweet. We get that perfect bonus. What's up, Metallo Mirko? Welcome in, good sir. Oh, it's just us. I think it's just us. Everybody sleeps in on Saturday. I don't blame them. I'm thinking about pushing back the start time a little bit. Today, oh my god, tried to update the BIOS and ran into all kinds of problems. All kinds of problems. Okay, can't go down anymore. How was your week, Metallo? How are you doing? You struggle too in your game. Yeah, the struggle's real. Wasn't there something? I thought there was something. Oh, the dog just jumps off the cliff. Okay, whatever. Is that the last? Nope, that's the last cheesy guy right there. There he is. 1, 2, 3. Those aren't very good magazines. They only hold 3 shots before they have to reload. That's not enough ammunition. Why did we lose the power up? Can't touch the blades. There we go. You gotta admit, this dude's a badass fucking ninja. Except for when he gets hit. He's not very robust. You know, he doesn't have a whole lot of fortitude. You have some problem with the PlayStation and a SCART and S-Video audio selector. Ooh. So yeah, selectors can be an issue. One of the things that I am going to be trying to figure out here very soon, I'm not sure if I pulled this out for you, but I am consoleizing a Neo Geo MV1C arcade board so that I can stream Neo Geo games. Boss time. Oh, okay, that's the end of that. It's very new. Okay, I think that's right. We just keep moving. Ah, I missed. Oh, Nelly! Oh, come on. Oh, this is bad. Okay. 2 more hits, 2 more hits. 1 more hit. Yes. So, it's like dealing with the, arcade type video signal. It's called RGBHV. Thank you very much. And trying to convert that over to something that can be displayed on a consumer grade CRT and captured by my RetroTink without like frying some sort of sensitive equipment is not easy. Kind of difficult. I want Woody to play this game. Or the morning retro. Whatever he's gonna end up being. Is that it? Did we get them all? I think he'd really like this. Nice. Perfect. Another perfect. Really easy when you go on the left side there. Statue of Liberty, round 3. Fight! Okay, we got 4 more dudes to save. Green ninja guys.
Alert. Incoming subscription.
Holy
Thank you
shit!
for your support.
Thank you so much, Metallo Mirko, for that 5-month streak. The support really does mean a lot. Thank you very much, good sir. Greatly appreciated. I hope your week was well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Needed those emails back. You forgot. It's all good. Thank you very much. Again, thank you. I can't thank you enough. It does really mean a lot to me. Oh, I fat fingered that. I didn't mean to do that. But it kind of saved our life at the same time. Gotta send the doggo. I mean, this game's a winner. You know why it's a winner? Because you're a ninja with a freaking dog. What other game is there that allows you to do that? None. This is like the only Dogo+Ninja game. Woo, 2 up. Yes, thank you. Okay, 1 left, right? Yep. This is an awesome game. Have you played this before? Okay, he's got to be down. He's got to be down. It won't let me jump down there. Or there. I think it'll only let me jump down. Yeah, want places with like 1 thickness, I guess. Oh. Kind of saw that one coming. Almost out of time though. Definitely not a speed run. You have Revenge of the Ninja Gaiden. Is that the European version of this game? Is that what it's called in Europe? Auto scroller. Oh, this one's a fucking pain in the ass. Woo! Ah! Okay, there's the Revenge of Shinobi. There's 3 Shinobi games on the Mega Drive in Europe, or well, on the North American consoles. Right? You have the Revenge of Shinobi, you have Shadow Dancer, and you have Shinobi 3. Fuck! I'm trying, like, it seems like one doesn't spawn. They're not all spawning if I stay way far over to one side. I don't know how much truth there is to that. I want to know where he keeps all the shurikens. See, like, sometimes that yellow dude doesn't come and attack. Okay. Hoya! Woo. Oh, yep. We're almost at the top. Nice. Oh, man. Right, so we saved the magic for that one with the 4 spawn, because that's just too much. All right, now boss fight. What's up, Leon? Shit. Playing some Sega games. What do you think about that? Damn it. Haha. God. Oh! No! I really love the wet fart, like, hits and explosions. How's your week? Oh, there we go. How was your week, Leon? No. Nah, there we go. No, not at all coming to the dark side. I've always been a fan of Sega stuff. My collection's more geared towards Nintendo because that's what I have more nostalgia for. I wouldn't necessarily call myself a fanboy at all. You know what I mean? Mash time. So had all... Oh my god. Okay, Leon, check this out, right? So Muse's birthday, Exiled Muse, her birthday is... Ah, fuck! We missed one. Her birthday is this coming Wednesday. And so one of the things that we're kind of doing for her birthday is upgrading her PC. Finally, she was using my old PC, which is an AMD 8150 FX Black Edition chip. So we're talking like 12 years old now, for the most part. And it's starting to have some serious issues, and she uses it for work and stuff like that. So it's like we need to upgrade that and get her something more reliable. Well, you shoot from the top or bottom? Can't remember, dude. Oh, damn it. Okay. Not sure what to do there. Bulldozer for some stuff. Yeah, no, it's not a decent chip. They were falsely advertised. The 8150 were falsely advertised an 8-core processor. It has 4 logical cores. It's basically 4 cores with hyper-threading. That's what it is. And it's actually like a $400 chip. But anyways, she's having all kinds of issues, right? And the system just isn't being all that stable. I've removed all the overclock from it. It's running at its stock configuration. So's the RAM. Like everything is. I've even stepped down the RAM from 1600 megahertz because it's DDR3 to 1333, just so that the system is a little bit more stable. It's not the PSU. She's got an 800 watt EVGA Gen 3 or G3 Supernova. So it's just the system's old. It's probably something going bad on the motherboard. And you know, that type of deal. No, dude, the EVGA. What's up, Jason? I'm doing better. Thank you. She's got like I said, she's got an EVGA 800 watt Supernova G3. So it's a newer power supply, fully modular. It's a decent power supply. I just think she's having some PCI lane issues, and you know, that motherboard and CPU have been put through the paces. So anyways, in the system that I'm currently using, I have a 2700X, right? In a Crosshair 7 Hero Wi-Fi board, right? I went full featured when I built this PC because I knew I was going to be doing some more intensive workloads with it. Well, the idea, this is the idea, and this is the direction that has opened this can of worms that I started being forced to fuck with this morning. My choice. So that falls on me. So you know that I am taking responsibility for my actions. Okay. So what we're going to do is we've got the chipset for my motherboard is an X470 chipset, which is a really good chipset. We have a B550 on the way for her. She does, like, if you were we could either spend like $220 to like $250-ish on a 6-core chip or a 6-core processor, 12 threads. And I'm like, let's do this. What we're going to do is we're going to take my 2700X out of my computer and put it in the B550 board that she's getting. That'll be fully supported because the board is manufactured after my CPU was developed. Now, or not my CPU, my motherboard was developed. Now, my motherboard needs, in order to support the CPU that we have on the way, which I'm getting a 3900X, 12 core, 24 thread. Yeah, the B550 is good. It's going to have, and we're not going to be, I'm going to let all of the overclocking and stuff basically be handled by automatically, just by the performance boost. No, I've already got 3200. I've got 3200 already running in the system. That's kind of the sweet spot for Ryzen. I do so many different things, like, and the multitasking is so intense at times. I want more cores. I want to future-proof a little bit. And this is the opportunity to do it because Muse isn't going to multitask like I do. So she's going to get my 2700X, the 8-core, 16-thread, which is way more than she needs. Honestly, like, even in gaming. I'm getting the 3900X, the 12-core, 24-thread, right? And she's going to get this one. And we've got the exact same RAM I have in my system, which is the Corsair LPX 32 gig set, 4 8 gig DIMMs. And so we're going to use her current power supply, which is 800 watts, way more than enough to power what she's doing, right? We needed to get her a new CPU. Well, she's going to get my CPU. Then a new motherboard, new RAM. Everything else is going to be inherited because graphics cards are fucking insane right now. I haven't looked. I've just heard from other people, but I was looking and I'm like, no. Nope. So right now she has an R9 390 Sapphire, a Sapphire R9 390, which is an AMD board with, that's the last AMD graphics card I'm buying. Yeah, GPUs are pure fuckery. So it's still an 8 gig card, right? That's good. The fact that it is an 8 gig card means that she'll be able to keep up with the stuff that she's going to want to play. And she thought, because she's been playing Valheim and it's been bad. The frame stutters are like, her frame rate is shot, and it's because of the 8150 FX. And so stepping up from DDR3 to DDR4, from the AM3 Plus platform to the AM4 Plus platform, and going from basically a quad core with hyperthreading, which is actually what it is, to a proper 8 core with 16 threads that has better gaming performance. She's going to hit a huge boost in performance. Oh yeah, absolutely. And I mean, that R9 390, though, it's what at this point, two generations back, it was a top. There was only one card that was higher than that from the AMD, and that was like the R9 390X, and it wasn't even that much of a performance, upgrade. So an 8 gig, decent VR ready card will be more than sufficient for her to play what she wants to play and what we enjoy playing. The only GPU you could find to replace your R9 290X was an RX 590, and you don't mind it right now. No, I just like the way that NVIDIA handles the whole updating driver path, as well as the NVENC encoding and stuff like that for streaming. So it's like that's a huge thing. That NVENC encoding, big time, massive difference in quality for like overhead. Like right now, I am using less than 10% of my CPU. Yeah, it's just, you're not going to be able to get one nowadays. So anyways, here's where the can of worms starts. All of that is just preference to what happened. Not preference, preface. That's the word I'm looking for. All of that is preface and reason for what happened this morning. This morning, in order to support the newer manufactured, the newer made, the newer designed, whatever, however you want to fucking say it, the 3900X, that 12 core, 24 thread processor, which my X470 chipset can easily handle. It's a 10x2 power delivery. Like, that's fucking huge. Anyway, I mean, my board's equipped for LN2 fucking overclocking. Like, if I wanted to overclock my board with liquid nitrogen, it's set up for it. I'm not going to do that. Just saying. Anyways, so I needed to update my BIOS. This is supposed to have an easy way to do it. Oh, I know I have the horsepower. We don't have the budget. I'd like to go as high as like the highest core count and all that kind of stuff. But it's at that, I mean, we're talking like the chip that we purchased off of Amazon yesterday was just over $400, and it's 12 cores, 24 threads, and turbos up to like 4.7 gigahertz single core. That's fucking crazy. Updating the BIOS. Okay, there's a multitude of different ways. Initially, I started off by going into the BIOS. You restart the computer, you spam delete F2, whatever. It's different. Sometimes it's F12, depending on the manufacturer. Hold on, Loki wants in, and he's going to drive me nuts. That's enough, Bubs. Wait, hold on. He needs to go outside and go potty. That's what it is. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Go on, out. No, out. Out. Okay, sorry about that. Now, so I went into the BIOS, did all the things, and made the freaking BIOS, USB thing, and put it in the right slot, and did all that. Didn't want to recognize it. Tried to do it from the internet. Both times was telling me that that's not the right BIOS. That's not a BIOS file. I'm like, yeah, it's a BIOS file. Turns out that I had renamed it to the wrong name, downloaded the wrong one, needed to download the right one, did that, renamed it properly, tried to do it again, wouldn't do it. What the fuck? Tried to download it again with the right one and wouldn't do it. Okay, what the fuck? So then there's another, my motherboard's got the BIOS flash on button on the back, right? So you power down the whole system. You put that USB back in that slot with the file name named appropriately, right? And you hold down that button for like, I don't know, like 3 seconds, 4 seconds, something like that. And then it starts doing its thing. While it's flashing, you don't touch it. Not a problem. Didn't fucking touch it. And then you power on the system after the light stops doing its thing. So I go make coffee, do all kinds of stuff, come back, light's not flashing. Sweet. All right. Fingers crossed, hit the power button. Boom! Comes up. Yes! All right. Spamming that delete key. Spamming that fucking delete key as it's coming up to the boot screen. Boom! We get into BIOS. I check the date, check the version. Nice. Sweet! Okay. Exit. And when I exit... Oh, actually, hold on. Let me... There's something that happened. Before that, like what had happened is instead of like spamming that key, I'm sorry, I'm remembering, that happens later. What happened is the BIOS update was successful and it reset all of the settings to factory settings. Okay, fine. All right. Let's just get into Windows, make sure it works. Get into Windows. Perfect. Okay. I check my memory speed. Memory speed's now, instead of at 32 megahertz or 3.2 gigahertz, it's at 2.4 gigahertz. My memory's set to 32 megahertz. I'm actually going to shut off my Neo Geo. It's throwing some errors. Okay. So I'm like, I need to fix that. And I also noticed that the CPU is running at 3.7 gigahertz instead of 4.15, which is where I had my system set to. It was perfect. It was perfect. Just a little bit of performance, not too much voltage, no high temps, super stable. So I'm like, okay, I want my old settings back. I want to run my RAM at its rated speed at 3200 megahertz. I want to run my CPU at 4.15 gigahertz. That's what I want. So, restart the system, start spamming the delete key. Go into the system. All right. Get the memory changed. And I that's the only thing I changed. Restart, not a problem. Everything works. All right. Restart the system again. Spam the key. Get back into the BIOS. And I'm trying to get, like, I get the fucking clock modifier, like, so that I can alter it. And I'm about to put in the multiplier and I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. I need to make sure that I am putting in the right multiplier. I don't want to put in a number way too high and fry something, or way too low and it's just not enough power. So I exit without saving my changes, go in, look up some information online. I look up the information online. Okay, I know what to change. I know the values that I'm looking for. That type of deal. Go in and I go to, it's not letting me change it. And then I stumble across another setting that's easy tune. Okay. And it's like, you know, blah, 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 blah. Or based on your settings, you can get this much of an overclock, this much da da da. And okay. If your system becomes unstable, restart, go back into BIOS, and you'll be able to revert to default settings. Right. Not a problem. Does it all itself, right? Easy tune. Easy my ass. I click on OK. I understand how to get into BIOS, where to do it, all that kinds of stuff. My motherboard even has an LED freaking display thing that lets me know what it's doing and if there are errors so that I can troubleshoot and correct. It's awesome. I don't need to do any jumping or anything like that if I'm doing out of the box testing, or there's actually a start button on the fucking motherboard itself. Fully featured. So as soon as I click on OK, the system, instead of powering off like I normally see it, it goes like pop 0. And I'm like, what? That's different. I've never seen that before. Okay. And the system comes back on. All right. And I'm waiting. And I'm seeing codes come up that I've seen before, but normally they come up, they go down. They come up, they go down. And it's like they go between a certain series, and each one is defined in here, in the manual. Right. So, gets to 64. Hangs on 64 for a while. And then goes to A2, which is verifying a particular thing. An IDC or an IDE, something like that. I think it's IDE. I don't know what that is. Just saying. And it stays there. And when it's on that screen, it is on the logo with the press F2 or delete to enter UEFI BIOS settings. I'm spamming it, and I'm spamming it for 30 fucking seconds. I give it minutes. I go get some coffee, handle some shit, come back, screen is still there. Okay, completely power off the system. Turn it back on. No, not a boot loop. Not a boot loop. It wasn't finishing going into BIOS. It was getting hung up. I think I thought, yeah, because this is the only PC I have, right? The only PC I have. So I thought that I just bricked my motherboard or another aspect of my system. I have a show that I need to do. This is at like 7:30 this morning. I'm like, okay, fuck. So after trying to restart and get it and just hope and against hope, the same thing continues to happen and continues to happen and continues to happen. Finally, I'm like, fuck it. I pull out the motherboard manual. I look in the back. Contact information. Support. US. Technical support. Call them. Thinking I'm going to have to be on hold forever. Nope. I call. Go through the menu. Quick menu. Get a person on the phone that I struggle to understand. There's a button that they inform me about. After about 15 minutes of describing my problem and giving more personal information, honestly, than I'm comfortable with. Because at this point, I just want my fucking computer to work. They tell me to pop out the CMOS battery. Short it. Put it back in. After, I'm like, my motherboard has a CMOS button. Do I press or do I hold the button? Do I turn off the system or do I leave it on while I do it? She says, turn it off. Hold the button for about a minute. I'm like, a minute? She's like, yeah, while you're doing that, I'm going to go look up some stuff. I'm like, okay. I hold the button for a good 15 to 30 seconds, somewhere in there. Let go, start off the system, and it goes and boots. But back with all the default settings. So, one, I know what clearing CMOS actually does now. It's a good thing I have that button, because this board is made for like extreme overclocking and stuff like that. So I will eventually get down to getting back my overclock. I do have the memory currently. Like, after getting all that cleared up, I was able to get back into the BIOS, change the memory settings to 3200 megahertz. I enabled another profile that sets the CPU at an all-core 4 gigahertz flat overclock. So I'm running at 4 gigahertz at 3200 megahertz. I'm going to, after the stream today, I'm going to go back into it and try to get that extra 1.5 gigahertz, even though wait, when is it going to be here? I want to know when it's going to be here. I'm going to check real quick. You had to short the BIOS. Yeah, like clearing your CMOS clears all of the so much technical jargon. I know, trust me. Can you imagine being caught up in the middle of it? Chibi, welcome in, by the way. So 1 second, let me just check. So the new processor is supposed to be here Tuesday, right? So I don't know why I would be stressing about trying to get that last point, that last 150 megahertz, because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about going from 400 megahertz or 4 gigahertz, or 4,000, I'm sorry, 4,000 megahertz or 4 gigahertz to 4,150. Not going to be that much of a difference. So, thank God we got it. Oh, and Chibi fan, if you didn't notice, in so you know about Valheim, there's actually a Valheim section that has to do with the community server, and like there's a place that we, like, everybody from the Discord and stuff has been playing. I don't know if you saw that in Discord, but looking for people to play, that's probably the best place to look. You know, okay, cool, no worries. Anyways, so yeah, I don't know, like, I'm just worried about switching over to that 12 core and then having the same problem of not being able to overclock it. So yeah, it was a very stressful morning, and I was not sure if I was going to be able to go live, but we conquered. We improvised, we adapted, and we overcame. And that's really all that matters. I think I'm going to be fine with the 12 core. Technically I'm fine with the 8 core as it is, but here it is. I didn't want to get Muse. I didn't want to recommend a 6 core. I wanted to get her at least an 8 core. The 8 core and the 12 core are only like, I think like 50 or 60 bucks apart. And at that point, it's like, okay, well, if we spend $60 more, she can have my 8 core, which is, 2700X. It's a good CPU. And I will get the 12 core 24 thread. Okay. The one that I got was $420 basically. It is. I actually really enjoy working on PCs. If I had one, like, once we get the cube up and running, I call it the cube because I have it in a Corsair Air 540 carbide case, which is like literally a cube. It's a big case. I would have more fun building if I had something that, oh shit, I'm having a problem, I can look it up. When I have a problem on this thing, this is how I look shit up. How can I look shit up if I have what I look shit up on torn down? First world problem. So That's where we're at. Oh, that's unfortunate, Chibi. That's unfortunate. I noticed that like you waited less than 15 minutes between can somebody play with me and fuck it, I'm not going to play. So, I mean, real life sucks. I know that, like, for example, I wasn't able to reply to you till 9 p.m. or so, something like that, or much later, like 6 p.m. or something like that. I can't even remember because I was AFK from about 8:30 in the morning all the way up until that point. So real life gets in the way, you know. If like that's one of the things that I struggled with some of the other like games that require kind of multiplayer. Just waiting around sucks, you know. So if it's not your thing, it's not your thing. It's no big book. It's all good. So here we go. Amazon delivered your shit to the wrong house down the street. Uh-oh. Yeah, you better go grab that. Having a good weekend? I'm so glad that you're having a good weekend. My week was tough. I'm not going to lie about it. But we made it through. And that's really all that matters. Sure. No, I would show you. But like, I mean, you got to give it more time than like 13 minutes. Go look at the timestamps in those messages. You got to give people a little bit of, how am I going to do this? We're going to use magic. Got to give people a little bit more time. Gotta wait. 2, 3. We got a puppers. He was fucking coming for my ass, but I got him. Yeah, no, I've been struggling a lot, honestly, Chibi. It's all good, man. Like, I've been struggling a lot with my depression and my anxiety. It's been really bad. And no, I get it. And I understand. But at the same time, you have to, if you know you're having a problem with it, you have to have the mental presence to like, okay, I'm having a problem. Disengage. This is the best thing you can do is disengage. You're not going to respond to things properly. It may not have been a good time. If you were having a problem with depression and stuff, it may not have been a good time to try to learn a new game. Valheim can be difficult. Like, while I'm playing this, I'll give you some like basic tips. Damn it. So like you start off just like in Minecraft, punching trees, but you can't punch all the trees. You have to punch the little saplings. And the way the game works is as you acquire materials to craft with, you unlock recipes. And then when you unlock those recipes, you make the things, and those things will allow you to create other things that allow you to gather more advanced crafting supplies. In order to craft a lot of stuff, you need a workbench. And like it's, once you start to learn just a couple of the things, the game gets much more approachable. Oh, and a 1-up. Okay, sweet. Uh-oh. Why is it making that noise? The fact that it makes that noise bothers me. Screw it, start. You know, it's a brutal survival game. It's a brutal survivor game. If honestly, look, if you really want to learn how to play, it's going to take a little bit of patience. I'm totally more than willing to kind of give you the rundown. Boss time. Hold on. Gotta deal with the boss first. I can't remember what this boss does. Oh, Wheel of Fire. Okay, we're gonna fart back and forth. Nice baseline for the morning coffee. Welcome in, Neil Cubed. I kind of committed a retro suicide by... Fuck! By playing Valheim. Like, taking people over to Valheim. I think a lot of the retro community is afraid to come over, like, oh, fuck, he's gonna take us over to that Viking game. I don't know how long he's gonna be playing retro. Don't worry, guys. We're not going to do that anymore. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Stop over here. Okay, when am I supposed to be able to hit this thing? There? All right. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, it's one-hit kill. One-hit kills on this. The other Shinobi games on the Genesis, you have life bars. See, while the boss is in their, like, attack phase, you can't hit him. I can't remember how I beat this guy last time. Oh, got him. Got him one time. Ah! It's like there's cat heads or something like that. Two more hits, two more hits, two more hits. Sorry guys, a little focus. Shit. Oh. Don't blame the kiddies. No, I'm not blaming the kiddies. It's not the kiddies' fault. It's not the kiddies' fault. They've been recruited by Yuma. They've been corrupted. Corrupted kiddies. Thank you very much, Plunger. All right, bonus stage. We're going down at night now. Thank you for the GGs, Neil. Greatly appreciated. So yeah, if you're around later, Chibi, like after I'm done streaming, I've got to handle some real life stuff. But I guarantee you, at some point today, I'm going to be playing Valheim. We have a dedicated channel to it on the Discord. We want all them. All fuck. I can't even talk. We want all them 1-ups. Perfect. I'd be more than willing to kind of show you the ropes and what you need to do. I'd even start a new character with you and get you kind of, you know, I wouldn't bring somebody that's already like way out geared. I would host a game and let you join. Can we get from Jaws with the jellyfish? Oh, it's all good, Chibi. If it doesn't work, here's the thing. If it doesn't work out today, then it can work out another day. It doesn't... Why? I jumped right into that. I fucking jumped right into that. I'll take it. He's a good doggo! On the topic of early access, Deep Rock Galactic and Valheim are big wins, but you're still feeling the sting of Mighty Number 9. Where do I stand? That's a good question, Neil. So, I have not played Mighty Number 9. Isn't that like a Mega Man, kind of like a fan, or is that is it the Sonic one? I've been fairly, I don't know if I'd call it lucky with my, I noticed there's no time limit in these levels with my choices of early access support. Like Risk of Rain 2, Deep Rock Galactic is another one. Valheim is absolutely another one. Morning Retro. Welcome in. Spiritual successor made by Mega Man guy. Okay. Not even gonna try to say that one. Good morning Retro. Or Woody, aka Woody. This is the game that I wanted you to play. That I was like, oh dude, check out this game. It's good. This is Shadow Dancer. It's a ninja with a doggo. Motherfucker! One hit, one kill. But the game's approachable. It got sticky in it. I know, pretty much, right? And infinite shurikens. And a sword. And a kick. And wet fart noises. Just like all the other fantastic Genesis games! Why didn't I pull out my sword? Why didn't I pull out my sword there? I should have pulled out my sword. Like that. Why did... Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Luckily, these stages... They're not the sharpest tools in the shed, these guys. That being said, they still managed to fucking kill me! Okay, next room. Room 4. But this is a really good game. It's it's approachable. I mean, it's got its tough points like that. Should have used magic. Should have used magic. Got magic. Need to use it. But this is the last stage. Last stage. You tuned in just in time, Woody. I thought I bricked my computer this morning, by the way. Bit of a... Whew. I am a ninja of magnificent power! Magic. Okay. We're gonna rush to the end. You only need to make it. I only need to make it. Only need to make it to that fucking exit sign. So, let's see how that works. Tough. Tough one. Tough one. Okay. My own fault. I'm pretty sure I got continues. Okay. Yeah, but I seriously thought I might have bricked my motherboard this morning. Got it fixed, though. Kind of. Not fully fixed. Things aren't as they were. But Muse is finally getting a new computer. Now. Ha-ha! No, my actual PC. My actual PC. Okay, so now we're gonna have magic again. With only 3 lives left. Scheiße! Room 5. I forget how many rooms there are. Fuck you, ninjas! Oh! Tuesdays and Fridays. Tuesdays I have a stream. But in the evenings I play Valheim and stuff like that. Not necessarily streaming, but playing. Fridays are jujitsu days. Jujitsu days are very busy for me. It's 2 hours total of drive time, as well as the laundry that I have to do afterwards. Then there's, the time that I spend in class, the fact that I'm not home until, close to 3 p.m. about 2 p.m. my time. And then there's bathing and laundry and animals, and chores around the house that I need to do. And then there's eating, because at that point I haven't eaten in over 24 hours and I'm starting to feel a little hungry. And so I've got to make my meat, eat, clean up, all that kind of stuff, continue to work on laundry, pay attention to Muse, which is very important, probably the most important thing that I do on a daily basis. And at that point, it's like later on in the evening and I'm starting to crash out. So Fridays are very busy. So are Mondays and when I start going on Wednesdays. Oh, in case you guys missed it, this Wednesday, guys, is Exiled Muse's birthday. Make sure, if you're a member of the Discord linked below, on this Wednesday, make sure you pop in and you tell her happy birthday. Please. Please. It would mean a lot to me. But as far as Valheim and stuff like that, Tuesdays and Thursdays, those evenings, yeah, I'm pretty much, you can guarantee. I mean, I usually play Valheim a little bit each day, but those days are a little bit more, I'm a little more inclined to. The schedule's a little bit more opened up. Last boss, guys. Last boss. Okay, maybe I need to let him come on the screen. On Tuesdays? Sure. Sure. I don't put in stone what time, because that may need to fluctuate a little bit. But yeah, I'd be down to show you the ropes on Valheim. Like I said, we've got a community server. Okay. Okay. Is that the pattern? Oh! I hear you. Sometimes you need to step away. Absolutely, Chibi. If you're not having fun, don't do it. If you're not having fun, don't do it. Stepping away, let that desire build back up so that it sounds fun. What the fuck? Oh my god. Please. Please. We don't have our doggo. That's the problem. We need the doggo. It's my weakness. Take away my doggo. Fuck! That's rough. Now I've got to do all the rooms again. Okay. At least with the rooms, I kind of know. I just don't have the lives. Okay, room 2. Got Armadillo Men. Cheap shot. Cheap shot! You missed me, bitch. Okay, at least we got the one up to replace. Oh, no, you don't. Okay, room 3. I think there's like, what, 5, 6 rooms, right? Green guys aren't so bad. As I die to one. Green guys aren't so bad. Within less than 30 seconds later is dead to one. I've never beat the game before, so this would be a first. Come on, asshat. Okay. Now this is the ninja room, right? We have gray ninja room after this. The gray ninja room is there. Fuck yeah, did you see that shit? That was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that there. Oh, okay. I got kneed in the head yesterday, right here, and I've got a bit of a goose egg. Those motherfuckers can jump! Woo! It's like, as soon as they jump, you have to move. Nope. Oh. Here. I hit the button! Come on, I hit the button! Ah, so close. I can taste it. I can taste it. Don't go away. Need to go under. Damn it, I'm gonna have to fucking make it through all the rooms again. At least this is the last room. Yep, there we go. Nope. Nope. Yep. Yep. Come on, bro. No time limit, so we can sit here all day. That's probably, honestly, like one of our best bets is just trying to take it as slow as possible. Except for when we get cheese dicked like that, that's kind of bullshit. Even though part of me is like, no, dude, just fucking move quick. The pain. The pain. The pain. It's real. The pain is real. Okay. Let's see if we can make it to room 5 without losing any lives. Nope. Nope. Apparently not. Apparently not. That's how we're going to start. Really? What the fuck? Why is it doing this to me? Why is it doing this to me? like the first freaking room, right? And how many times have we died here already? This is just one of those things. It's like, as time goes on, your skill level goes down a little bit. One, two, three. Okay. Room 2. We made it! Armadillo guys, come on. The bug eaters. I have questions. Oh my God. Okay. God. Struggling. Tough game is tough. Okay. Room 4. Here we go. Okay, here we go. It helps. Really? What's up, Sindel? I'm not sure if you guys heard that, but I pressed the fucking magic button. The ninjutsu button. No ninjutsu. Yeah, we were in serious trouble there. Okay, last life before we've got to do it all again. Daytona. I was thinking about playing that again today. I was thinking about it. I'm not opposed to the idea. Okay, last continue. I think this is the last continue. We'll get this eventually, in theory. One brave doggo. He's a barky boy, though. Thank you very much, Wendra. I appreciate that. Damn it. There we go. Woo! Armadillo. Armadillo. Sure. Sure. Don't know what kind of shit that is, but sure. Why not? Okay. All right. Room 3. 2 more rooms to the boss. No, 3 more rooms to the boss. We've got a green room here. Oh my god, why did I turn... I didn't want to turn around. I didn't try to turn around. Wasn't even in my thought process. Like, I thought I was facing the right direction. Come on, dude. There you go. You green Cyclops jumpsuit wearing motherfucker. Okay. First ninja room, ninja 4, room 4. 5 rooms, then the boss. Yes. Okay. Okay. Why did that guy re-fucking spawn? What the fuck? That's not supposed to happen. Okay. Okay, this is the fucking bullshit room right here. We had to. We had to. Fuck! It was right there! Come on! So close! Oh my god! Oh! My adrenaline's pumping and everything. Bro. Bro! Yeah, it's just kind of bullshit with your fucking iframe attacks, asshole. Okay, well, we don't have the magic now. Don't have the magic now to get past the wall of them that fucking spawn at the end, because that's a thing. That's where we need to use the magic. Right there. Right there. Okay. And the ones in the black or gray or these guys, they take 3 fucking hits. We can do it. God damn it. God damn it. I didn't even mean to press that. Yes! Whew! What's up, rookie? Welcome in. How you doing? Last boss. We're trying to beat the game for the first time. We're getting our ninja asses kicked. No. First played it on the Amiga 500. This was on the Amiga 500? I didn't know that. Oh my god, I think this is our last life. Okay, we got 2 hits. We got 2 hits. That's good. That's good. That's good. I don't know why I'm gonna repeat every fucking thing that I say. Maybe it'll help. Might have been premature. My hands are sweaty. That was not an accident, though. Okay. Here we go. Oh my god. Right, so yep, got the boss down to 2 hits left. Final cycle. On the last life of the last continue. that was our last attempt at this fucking game today, I think. Oh, guys, I'm going to take a quick potty break. I'll be right back. Oh, man. That was tough. That was tough. You can't stand losing? Losing is a part of life. Losing is a part of life. Yeah, it was close. It was really close. We'll get it. It's not really that big of a deal. I feel better now that I peed. Really needed to pee. It was bad. But yeah, no, you learn. Here's the thing, Chibi, and I want you to remember this. You will learn more from losing than you do from winning. And it's all about learning and improving. As long as you're learning something and you're improving something, then it's not a loss, it's a lesson. So just try to keep that in mind. Experience is what you get when you didn't get what you want. That's another good way of looking at it. Well, losing should be a part of life. I completely disagree with you. I think everybody needs to lose at some point, at something. If nobody lost, then nobody could win. And you are never going to be the best at everything. That's just physically impossible. There's always going to be somebody that is going to be or is already better than you at whatever you think you're the best at. Now, that being said, you can do the best that you can do, but you have to understand that is the expectation and not necessarily being the very best at something. And the only way that you're going to improve is by making mistakes. If you don't make a mistake, you're not learning anything. I mean, you can kind of learn stuff by doing it right, but you learn more from a mistake. Losing absolutely should be a part of life. What's up, Kozalev? Okay, jiu-jitsu, right? I have recently gone back to jiu-jitsu. I managed to make it to a class on Monday and managed to make it to a class on Friday. And losing is absolutely a part of jiu-jitsu. If I didn't lose, if I won everything that I try, every match, jiu-jitsu wouldn't even fucking work. But that's not the way life is. Life involves losing. There is somebody that is going to learn a lesson, and there is somebody that is going to teach a lesson. That's just the way that it is. And the more you look at it as like a lesson, a learning experience, and okay, what can I take away from this that is going to make me a better individual at this particular thing, or a better individual as a whole? And I mean, for example, like, you know, on Friday, fuck, I don't know how many times I tapped out to other people. More times than I tapped people. I absolutely lost more than I won. That's a good thing. That is absolutely a good thing, because it's showing me where I need to improve, what I need to look at to figure out what I'm doing wrong. If you always do everything right, like, it's just not going to work out. Absolutely, Sindel. Absolutely. Losing is a necessity of life. Learn how to take it and turn it into a learning experience. And I think that your outlook will improve, because then you can approach a similar situation in the future with that understanding. And if you don't come out on top, it's like, okay, what could I have done differently to be better? You need to be faster at tapping out. Yeah, no, one of my training partners is like that. Like, he's been choked all the way out. And it's actually, I'm only a blue belt. I've got no stripes. I've taken a year off. I did manage to tap one purple belt. We were working on negative positions. He was in turtle and he left his lapel a little unguarded. I was able to get a good grip and then come around and kind of do basically a lapel choke, like halfway between a bow and arrow and a lapel choke from the back. And initially I didn't think I was going to be able to finish it, but I worked my other arm in for an additional fulcrum and then threw my leg over and was able to like get like my hips and my back into it, and ended up getting the tap. But like, that was one time that I tapped somebody yesterday. That was the only tap that I got. Everybody else fucking tapped me. Why? Because I was the low-hanging fruit. Everybody else had been training for months. I mean, people that were white belts with me are now about to get their purple, though I'm just blue. So it's it's a mixed bag. Like, I kind of like having some people that are at my skill level, but you know what I mean? You're also tapping your wife's ass all the time. There you go. There you go. Guys, it was rough today. God, this game is tough. We've gotten to the last boss twice. And this time we did better than we've ever done before. I'm assuming, like, the first time we get the 2 ninjas, right? And then the second phase, we get 2 sets of 2 ninjas. And then I'm pretty sure on the third one, we get 3 sets of 2 ninjas. And so that's going to be tough. Oh, it's possible. It's possible. I mean, hell, look at how close I got. I was 2 hits away from downing that boss. 2 hits away. Left knee or right knee? I got bad knees too, Chibi. I got bad knees too. When I'm rolling, I wear a sleeve on my left knee and a brace on my right knee. My right knee, because of a meniscal tear, will actually, if I do a deep bend and put weight on it, will actually pop out of place. It's really painful. And like, the only way to get it back in place is to straighten it, and there's a loud crack and like a twist at the same time. Very uncomfortable. I've had surgery on my left knee, and that one, I only wear a sleeve on, just more for compression, kind of help keep the kneecap where it's supposed to be. But yeah, like, I mean, I'm about to be 43. I'm not that far from it. And, I haven't been nice to my body. So like, there is definitely some wear and tear on some of the joints and stuff. I have to remind a lot of my training partners are, you know, early mid-20s, and you know, they're in their prime, and it's like, bro, I'm almost twice your fucking age. Please remember that. Please fucking remember that. You know, if when it comes down to athleticism, I'm not going to be able to beat them. The only chance that I have is actually using technique. And even then, these guys are younger and have been doing this longer than I have. So it's an uphill battle all the way around. But I go into it, and this ties back into what I was saying earlier, Chibi. I go into it understanding that and knowing that I'm going to lose. And it's like, okay, there's a possibility of losing. I mean, not necessarily, it's not guaranteed that I'm going to lose, but I'm going to try to have the presence of mind to pay attention to what's going on so that I can learn from the situation and not just repeatedly lose over and over again. The definition of insanity is repeating the same things over and over again and expecting a different result. And though I feel crazy at times, I know I'm not an insane individual. So, I recommend jiu-jitsu to anybody. What you learn on the mats and how it translates to how you deal with life off the mats is very difficult to explain and describe in a manner that someone that has not experienced it, that they'll understand. And I mean, to be perfectly honest, when I was first starting out, I had some bad experiences. But I'll say this: it's not what the other person was doing. It's what I was doing with the situation. It's where my mind was at. And me not really understanding what jiu-jitsu was about, and pressure, and know the person's not trying to be a dick. It's just the way the martial art is. Insanity. You looked at Dark Souls and Contra. I've only played Dark Souls 3, not very much of it, but I can beat Contra. I can almost beat Contra Deaths. I can beat it no code. I can definitely loop at 1cc. We've done that before. But what is possible for one man, another man can do. What one man can do, another man can do. Whether you or that other man is irrelevant. Or woman. Fuck. I'm not trying to discriminate here. You can at least attempt. And you may not be able to be as good. But if one person can do it, chances are another person can do it. So don't be afraid to lose, Chibi. Losing is important. Drove you to drink. Contra's one of those, it's going to take time to learn. There's a lot of patterns and stuff like that. And I played it so much growing up that stuff is like hardwired into me for the most part. I mean, I know that I'm a bit older than you are, so it's like some of these gamer skills translate well. The stuff that you learn more modern titles, like you're able to alter the box that you're in enough to customize it for you. The older games, you had to adapt to the box that you were given. And it's definitely a different learning curve. Definitely a different learning curve. Actually, I would say jiu-jitsu is easier because it's so personal to how your body is and your body type and, what you're able to do and that type of deal. But, yeah, it's definitely a different skill set. And I think one translates a little better to the other. Like, if you have the older skill set, it translates easier to modern games than modern games translating back to retro stuff. So, but what time is it? Is it? We don't really have time to start another game. Because that took us a while to fucking get there. I'm going to be revisiting this, guys. I'm going to be revisiting this. But Saturdays are our slow day. Super slow. Everybody sleeps in. I'm thinking about streaming a little bit later. Don't know. Are you going to be around Oh no, you're taking off soon, Chibi. All right, let's see if we can find a raid target. It's a beautiful day outside, and though I greatly enjoy spending time with you, and the support that you guys give me is fucking outstanding. It's more than I could have ever expected or asked for or anything like that. It's just really blown me out of the water, guys. You all are amazing, and I'm thankful for each and every one of you, including you, Chibi, and Sindel, and Kozalef, and Plunger, AVM, Pac-Man, Rob. I mean, there's some people that have had a lot going on. I haven't seen him in the channel in, maybe a couple weeks. And that's okay. Real life happens, guys. You don't have an obligation to be here. I'm very thankful when you do decide to show up. Metallo Mirko, yes, thank you very much for all the support. You guys are all amazing. I hope you had a good week. I hope your weekend's going to go well and that you're able to start the week off on the right foot. As we build up a little bit more momentum on the weekends, we'll run the stream a little bit longer. But like I said, today is such a beautiful day outside, guys. It's been the last couple days here where I live have been pretty overcast, really gloomy and cold. And right now, the sun is shining. It's warm. The skies are blue. And you know what I could use? I could use some time outside. I'm pretty sure some of you could use some time outside as well. Some of you may have had too much time outside and need to spend some time relaxing at your computer, which is completely understandable. But myself, could use some good sunshine. So I think I'm going to go spend some time outside. Let's see if we can't find someone that we can't spread just a little bit of retro love to. Let's see. No, as you can see, I mean, actually back there's some bedding that I was washing. Thank you for asking, Kozalef, by the way. Been doing laundry and stuff, but the cot is no longer in the game room. We have been reincorporated back into general population. Everything is good, though she should be hitting her false litter here in just a few weeks, which means that she takes random things from around the house and tries to adopt them as though they are her puppies. It's cute, pathetic, and aggravating, all at the same time. I don't know how something can be like that. Yeah, the slippers, random toys. She will take things that she has adopted, right, as her baby, and bring them to you, panicked and whining, and hand it to you, right? Like kind of why is my baby not breathing? And then frantically try to take it back after she hands it to you. Like it's like I said, it's pathetic and cute and infuriating all at the same time. It only lasts for a few weeks, and then her hormones kind of balance back out, and then we get about 4 months or so before her hormones start kicking back in, and she starts approaching another heat, because after the false litter, I mean, she goes into heat about every 6 months, about twice a year. So, but no, we're back in general population, so that has helped everything. Welcome in, Asumi. Hi. It's a bit of a struggle. Carrion. Oh, hi. Welcome in, Carrion. You guys are showing up right as I'm about to, who all got a Super NT? I didn't. I focused on my Neo Geo project. I don't know why Woody wanted a Super NT. He's got Rad 2X cables, right? He's got, I'm not sure if he has the SNES HD Retrovision cables, but he's got Rad 2X cables and an RGB modded SNES Junior. He already basically has one. So, I don't know. To each their own. No judgment. I just don't understand. Well, lack of understanding on my part does not mean a judgment. But to give you an update, Carrion, our MV1C, it comes with Turrican games built in, and they are worth a small fortune on the secondary market. I have Turrican 1. I don't have Super Turrican 2. But our consolizer kit carrion is going to be here on Monday. And from what I understand, if I put a 470 ohm resistor on the sync line, that will step down the VGA HV signal enough to be basically a VGA signal, which the VGA to S video converter that I'm ordering will work. So the consolizer kit has that. I'm super stoked because it's got the SNES. And we've got here's the MV1C modified with the Neo BIOS Mazda here and the Unibios right here across the top. That nice little white labeled beauty there. And so this is working. Verified by the arcade cabinet. The MV1FZ is in there now with a Unibios in it. And luckily that's a socketed motherboard. Didn't need to do anything. Already removed the sound MOSFET? No. The sound MOSFET is still there. And you need to actually tap into that for the audio for the consolizer. But the BIOS has been disabled. I mean, it was, man, I'm telling you what, having a socketed BIOS on a Neo Geo motherboard like the MV1FZ makes modding it a lot easier. It should be under that secondary board on a big ass heatsink. You mean this deal? I have not removed that. That's the audio amplifier. Anyways, so in theory, if I'm able to get everything assembled and working, we might actually be able to stream Neo Geo stuff this coming Thursday. The kit has some aspects that I have not done before, like surface mount, the surface mount capacitors, really tiny ones. And I've got to install, I believe, 5 of those. I've never done that before. Everything else is like, for the most part, through hole. Might be thinking of the process for the super gun. No, you actually leave this on for this consolizer, and you tap into the audio with 2 wires, and that runs over to some contacts on the board. But the primary concern of mine is the VGA HV off the JAMA line. However, the jumper, like, okay, carrion. One of the things that has been stated on the instructions about this, get a breadboard. I'm pretty sure you meant bread. No, I'm not too worried about it. It's just the surface mount stuff. Like the through hole stuff I've got. It's just the surface mount stuff. I've never done it before. But it's not super hard. I watched a video, watched a dude do it. I've got the proper soldering iron, good solder, good flux, 2 different kinds of flux. 3, 4 different kinds of flux. I have 4 different kinds of flux I've got. Like the thin liquid no clean, I've got rosin-based liquid, I've got rosin paste, and I've got petroleum-based paste. All flux. So I've got whatever flux that I'm going to need, but basically it's just a matter of putting, you've got basically 2 surface mount pads. Yeah, it's probably what I'm going to use. And you put a blob of solder down, like a good little bulb of solder down on each one, and you just heat that solder up, and you get that surface mount capacitor, and you just like push it in place, and that's it. After you get one side down, then you just do the other side by adding solder. So it doesn't look like it's going to be difficult. It's just something that I haven't done before. That being said, that makes me nervous. Anytime I do something that I've never done before, I'm always a little nervous. I'm a little hyper aware and just paying that extra attention. I think that's important. I think that's actually a good skill. Let's go ahead and switch here. since I'm doing more talking than gaming right now. So, like I said, the thing that I'm primarily worried about is the JAMA level VGA HV, or the RGB HV. That being JAMA level. I'm not 100% about that 470 ohm resistor. I'm going to continue to do research about it, but I have like a $20 VGA to S video converter. I'll be able to capture off of S video and stream to the TV. When I wanted to do VGA to component, but that is proving a little bit more difficult to track down than I initially anticipated. So a $20 fix in the meantime is something that I'm willing to do. And besides, if I get JAMA level voltage off of here, and that step down doesn't actually step down the voltage on the appropriate line, the first thing that it's going to do is fry out that cheap $20 thing from Amazon, which I'm going to be able to just fucking return and get my money back. And if it works and there's lag, then I can research and find a better one that is lagless. If it works and there is no lag and the picture's fine, then boom, we're good to go. If it works and the picture's, it's lagless, but the picture's shit, then we'll cross that bridge. But I'm not going to know any of that until this coming Tuesday. But I'm super excited about it. Super excited that we do have a Unibios on both the arcade cabinet and our console. Super stoked because this actually has a backup RAM error. The way that I'm able to get this to work is to force the Unibios to bypass the backup RAM, which in all intents and purposes basically makes it an AES regardless of if it's in arcade mode or what's the word I'm looking for here? God damn it. AES. That's it. Yes. So it makes it pretty much just an AES, which I'm fine with. An AES with an MVS converter. I've got a 161 in one cart, and one of the games that's missing off of the 161 in one cart is Windjammers, and I actually have that cartridge, so I am all over that. Absolutely all over that. Super excited. Can't wait to play that shit online. It's gonna be badass. Gonna be badass. Assuming that I can get it to work. It's an investment and a can of worms. I thought I bricked my freaking motherboard this morning carrying. Updated the BIOS because I'm gonna be switching out my 2700X Ryzen 2700X to a Ryzen 3900X. So needed to update the BIOS. Problems even from like other programs. Other programs are now like, oh, this is a new device. Your license doesn't transfer. What the fuck do you mean my license doesn't transfer? What the fuck do you mean this is a different device?
Problems. All kinds of problems.
So, this morning was a lot of technical issues, most of which I got solved. I'm going to be jumping back into it, and hopefully I will be able to get my full overclock back. I got the memory settings back. I'm missing 150 megahertz, and it's missing from my heart. I need to get that back. There is a transfer you have to follow a microshaft procedure. No. It wasn't for Windows. It was other programs. You had a spare code. You can also get codes for about $30, like Windows Pro codes for $30 off of, I forget what it was. That's how I got the Windows license key that I'm using now. But yeah, I'm going to be switching out the CPU from an 8-core 16-thread to a 12-core 24-thread. The amount of multitasking in different programs that I'm running now, I prefer free as well. I'm trying to get as much future-proofed as possible, as well as, like, in case you didn't know, Carrion, this coming Wednesday is Exiled Muse's birthday. My biggest supporter of all time, because we've been in a relationship for 17 years. Anyways, she hasn't. You're gonna feel this pain. I'm pretty sure you're gonna feel this pain. She has an AMD 8150 FX Black edition. It says 8-core, but it's not 8-core. We all know it's 4-core with basically hyper-threading. It's not a true 8-core processor. But it's like, you know, what, like 13 years old now? And she's starting to have some serious issues with it. So we've been meaning to upgrade. So we have a motherboard on the way for her, B550 chipset, an ROG Asus, which is a reputable brand. And we got it at a decent price. We've got 32 gigs of 3200 megahertz Corsair LPX RAM in white, because it's sexier that way. She has a white case, so white case, white RAM, beauty, right? And then what's going to happen is she's going to get my 2700X, because she doesn't, for the applications and gaming and stuff that she does, she's not as much of a power user on the multitasking thing. And so 8 cores, 16 threads is going to be more than sufficient to last her for quite a while. And that's why we're taking the opportunity to go ahead and pick up a 12 core, 24 thread for myself. So had to update the BIOS this morning. Ended up getting it like figured out. Had to call Asus. That actually went pretty smooth, considering normally contacting these tech companies and trying to get some sort of support over the phone can be like pulling teeth. But we managed to pull it off. Got a person we could barely understand, but could still understand. And they informed me that clearing the CMOS would correct the issue that I had. We did that, corrected the issue, and I was able to get back into the BIOS. But there was literally about a half an hour that I spent this morning thinking that I bricked my fucking motherboard. And so that you know, Carrion, I have a ROG Crosshair 7 Hero Wi-Fi, and it's a fully featured board, and I was like, oh my god, I don't want to have to replace this thing. So we don't, as you can tell. I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to stream today, because if I wasn't able to work out these technical issues that I was having, there's no fucking stream. I would have had to, like, you know, use Muse's computer and logged into Discord and be like, sorry guys, I'm not going to make it today. So, but we got it figured out thanks to a little help from support. For the most part, like I said, we are still down at 4 gigahertz from, we were running at 4.15, but now we're on the up-to-date BIOS. Part of me is like, bro, that CPU is going to show up on Tuesday. So don't even bother with the 1.5 megahertz. Don't even bother with it. Just let it go. You're going to be putting a new CPU in and redoing fucking everything anyways. And I'm leaning more towards that direction. And then, like, if I am unable to overclock that CPU, that's the point where it's like, okay, now we'll start figuring out what the issue is. So, that's getting you up to date, Carrion. Consoleizing this bitch very soon. Very soon. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. You all are greatly appreciated. You'd have went with the super gun? Well, the problem, yeah, more options later. Here's the thing. and why I didn't. 1, Super Nintendo controller inputs. 2, it's difficult to tell what type of input you're actually going to be getting out of a super gun. Like some of the C-box type stuff that you come across, you're still going to have the same video output resolution problem that I'm having now. And if I were to go with the super gun, I would still have to source either a more expensive super gun, which would be roughly in the $170, $200 range, that would have like Neo Geo and Saturn controller ports. So yeah, most of the time it's Neo Geo. You pay close to $200 for the Saturn controller ports. And my most expensive game is Snatcher for the Sega CD. That's my most expensive game. That is the quote unquote jewel. After that's like Steel Battalion Complete in Box. I have Earthbound. I have Metal Warriors, Chrono Trigger. I have Gun Knack. Bucky O'Hare is another spendy NES game. My spendy stuff is like Sega CD, Sega Saturn, SNES, and a couple NES titles. I don't mind the buttons on the Neo Geo controller. I don't like that elevated thumbstick that's micro switched. I'd rather have a D-pad. Not in my opinion, and like I prefer the SNES controller. Like I said, it is all about that weird freaking stick. I don't like it. For me, I don't like it. So, but also like if I ever get Neo Geo controllers, the MV1 FZ arcade board has Neo Geo controller ports. I can actually plug in Neo Geo controllers and not even use arcade things. So I'll probably end up getting some Neo Geo controllers down the line. Snatcher on eBay is going for $20 on eBay. No, it's not. Not an authentic disc. Snatcher loose right now is over $700. It's like between $730 and $750 if you can find it for that price. That's according to price charge. Not price charge, price charting. The US version is well over $700. But there's so much text in the game, unless you can read Japanese, you're going to have a bad time. You really do need the English version of that game. So I have the English, the NTSC version. And that it's like I said, it's over $700 for that one. I only spent $50 on it. So that's a good deal. So police knots. Yeah, I've thought about police knots too, Carrion. Oh my god, I'm so sore from jiu-jitsu. When you move your body and it sounds like Rice Krispies. Oh. But seriously, guys, I do want to take a moment. It's Japan only. Yeah, I know. I know about police knots. It's not an NTSC release, but it's like it's a similar game in vein. It's a similar game in the same vein. A similar vein. That's what I'm trying to say. Similar vein to Snatcher. Am I correct on that, Carrion? But as I was about to say, guys, I do want to take this moment to say thank you all so much for the support. You really are very appreciated, guys. It's been a rough few weeks for me, and I'm pulling myself out. It's not always easy to pull yourself up by the bootstraps, But that's what we're in the process of doing. And for those that were able to stick it out, thank you. It's not always pleasant to be around. I understand, but I do appreciate all the support. We're definitely going to be sticking to Tuesdays and Thursdays for streams. I'm trying to work out the best schedule that works for everybody for the third day of the week. Right now it's Saturday, but it's not really looking. Thank you very much for the group hug. I'll jump in on that. It's looking like a lot of people just are, sleeping in and enjoying their weekend, and that's totally cool. I get it. I would too. So just trying to figure out what's best, but I will do my best to keep you guys informed. And with that being said, remember this coming Wednesday, the 14th, is Exiled Muse's birthday. And so everybody that is in the Discord, linked below the Discord, please on Wednesday make sure you tell her happy birthday. It would mean a lot to me, and I'm sure it would mean a lot to her as well. But enjoyed me screaming at the last fucking stage of Shadow Dancer. Oh man, so close to beating this game, but thank you very much for the lurk raiser. I really appreciate it. Lurks are always welcome, guys. Absolutely. It wasn't all screaming. No, but it was a decent amount of screaming. Yelling, whatever. It was fun though, don't get me wrong. I enjoy the game. I'm going to be coming back to it. We were so close to beating it. I think I need a little bit more practice. Get there with a few more lives, fewer mistakes, and we'll be able to seal the deal. So freaking close. The pain. But seriously, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. Let's see if we can find a raid target in the retro category. Let's see who we got here. No. Oh man, there is not a whole lot of people on in retro right now. Thank you very much, Metallo. Again, I greatly appreciate all the support, all the subscription. Keeping up that streak really does mean a lot to me. I hope you have a good week and a good weekend. And hopefully we will catch you in the next one this coming Tuesday. Might have some new stuff to show. We'll see. We will see. But I'm looking for somebody in retro. You know what? All right, we're gonna go ahead and raid Bud Cave TV. All right, guys. He's playing some Castlevania. Good game. All right, guys. Again, thank you all so much for showing up today. I hope you have a good weekend. I hope you had a good week. You made it through. It's the weekend. Enjoy the weekend as much as you can. Try to get that rest and that fun in before you get back to that grind on Monday. I will catch you this coming Tuesday. Looking forward to seeing you there. Remember, your mental health is just as important as your physical health. You really got to take care of them both. Keep your chin up and keep that forward momentum. Be safe. I love you all, and we'll catch you in the next one. Later, Carrion. See ya, Sumi. Razor, again, thank you very much for that work, guys. You're all amazing. Take care.
we got a host coming in. Gaining ground. How's it going? Welcome to the Salt Cave. I mean, the Bud Cave. How you guys doing? Oh, man, what were you playing? You played some retro. Very nice. Hey, Gal. We are definitely a Salt Cave right now. I am working on retro achievements. We're trying to get every candle, every hidden block, everything in this level in stage 17 to get a retro achievement. And yeah, these flea men are just not being very nice at all. They are being very, very terrible. And I hate them all. Oh, thank God for that cross. They clip through the floor, and he ducks under my whip. It's not a glitch. They're programmed to do that shit. Because they do it all the fucking time. That's bullshit. That's some bullshit mechanics. Oh, Salt, ain't that the truth? Yeah, right. This last stage, that's enough to know why. I know, dude. And I have to get every fucking thing. I have to get every fucking candle. Yeah, I have to get every candle. I have to get every block. I have to get the hidden